Sure.
Hi, nice to see you again. How are you today?
I think
Okay, and can you please tell me what did you do today? What did you do today?
today I stay at home. Like I didn't go outside.
Okay, and what did you do at your home?
Stay in my room and do exercise for 20 minutes and I was chatting with my friend.
Chatting with your friends. And can you please tell me what will you do tomorrow? Do you have any plans for tomorrow? So what is something that you will do tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yeah, maybe I don't have any plan for tomorrow.
Okay, now we will start. We have here, okay, really nice lesson. Now, can you please tell me, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, now can you please, okay, we have here review unit 8. Now, can you please read the sentence number 3?
Everyone knows Jim. The woman said that everyone had known Jim.
Okay, so can you try to make a sentence like this, something about your daily life? Use sentences like this and, okay, can you try to make a sentences about your daily life, something that you do? So how would you make a sentence about yourself or something that you do? We have here, everyone knows Jim. Okay, now can you try to make a sentence like this?
I was eating my breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
I eating my breakfast.
Okay, so okay, I was eating my breakfast. Okay, now let's see. And what time do you usually eat your breakfast?
8 a.m. or like every day is not the same. So around 8 to 11.
Okay, now and what other activities you can do, for example, in the morning? What is something else that you like to do in the morning?
Morning, I will do some exercise and then I eating something
Mm-hmm.
on the bed.
Uh, okay, so now let's see. Okay, now sentence number 4. Can you please read the sentence number 4?
They are the boys who broke in last night. The man told the officer that those were the boys who had broken in last night.
Okay, so what is something that is interesting in these sentences?
Like last night, there something happened. Yeah.
Okay, now let's see. Okay, number 5.
I'm keeping you here until you answer my question. The detective told her that he's keeping her there until she answered his question.
Okay, and number 6.
Tell me everything you know about the suspect. Inspector Maurice said to her. Inspector Maurice ordered to tell her everything we know about the suspect.
Okay, now we have here, rewrite the sentences in reported speech. Okay, tell me everything, okay, about suspect. Okay, now we have here the sentence number 2. There is something in this flat we are not seeing. Detective said to his partner. So how would you write, so how would you write this sentence in a reported speech? So what is something that you would say in a reported speech? Can you please tell me? What can you say? In a reported speech. So what is something that you can say in a reported speech about this sentence?
The detective said to his partner, there, there's something you cannot see in this fact.
Mhm. Okay, and can you try to write, can you try to say about reported sentence, okay, reported sentence about yourself. Can you please tell me something about reported sentence about yourself? How would you say, okay, what is something that you can say about yourself, reported sentence, reported speech about yourself? Or your family. Try to say about your family.
Mm, I I said to my dad that I was doing my homework in the morning.
Mhm. Okay. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. Okay, now let's have a look. Okay, that is really nice. Now let's see. Okay, we have here the sentence number 3. Can you please read the sentence number 3?
Is your phone? The man answered. The man answered,
The man asked me, "Is that your phone?" The man asked me. Okay, let's try to say. The man asked me,
"That's your phone."
"Is that your phone?" Okay, so this is something that the man asked. The man asked me, "Is that your phone?"
Actually, is that your phone?
Okay, next sentence.
The train has been late every morning this week. They're gonna tell us. They're
Mhm.
gonna tell us that it's every morning. Wait, Every morning this week the Shane had been late.
Okay, number 6.
How many times did he come into the shop? The detective asked. The detective pondered that.
So how would you say this? Okay, let's try to practice. The detective wondered, okay, how many times that he came into the shop. Okay, now let's try to do the next one. Okay, you have here this example. Okay, now you have here, okay, this is reported speech when we are saying something that has happened. So how would you say this? Okay, let's try to think a little bit.
He came into the shop how many times?
Okay, next one, number 6.
I first realized that my car was missing last night. And
Mhm.
told the officer. And told the officer that man told the officer that my car was missing last night when I first realized.
Mhm. Okay, now let's see. Now we have here, okay, this text. Okay, can you please, okay, read from here to here. Okay, can you please read this text?
Witnesses to crime are not always very good at remembering that they have been seen. The appearance of a suspect is often described by different processes. Part of the problem is that the crime usually happens very quickly, and people often feel very nervous. Why is this going on? They then can't they then can't remember what they have seen, even if it was just a day.
Mhm.
They
Okay, so what do you think about this text? What is the most important? Which part is the most important here in this text? Can you please tell me? Which part do you think can be really important in this text?
Insist to crime are not always very good at remembering what they have seen.
Mhm. Okay, so why this is the most important part in this text? Why?
Maybe it's not, but because like it's new measure for me.
Mhm. Okay, and now let's continue to read. Okay, can you please read the next part of the text?
People also often imagine things when they don't have a clear picture of something or someone. For
Mhm.
example, their witness say that she saw a man with blonde hair and blue eyes. It's often the case that she didn't actually see the eye color, but she guessed it because she know the color of the man's hair. This is very frustrating for police without that uh, there are CCTV cameras in so many places. Police officers often have real image to use when the witnesses can remember all the facts.
Mhm. Okay, so they need to remember all of the facts. Okay, so and what do you think about being police officer? So what is your opinion about this type of the job? Can you please tell me what do you think about this part of the job?
like because the witnesses can remember all the facts. So now, but now we have CCTV cameras, so like it's more advantage for the police officer, no police, yeah, for the police.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is something that can be a big advantage. Okay, and how this can be a big advantage? Can you please tell me? What do you think? How this is a big advantage for
Like maybe the witnesses says it's not like not all the truth, so and it's watch the CCTV cameras. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. And what do you think about crime in some countries? For example, on Malta. Okay, can you please tell me about the level of the crime on Malta? Is okay. What is your opinion about the crime on Malta?
It's very sad here because I didn't see any crime or here.
Okay, and how would you react if you for example see the crime? So what is something that you would do if you see the crime? What can you do?
Um, like if I see the crime, like some crime that maybe it can like it's bad for me, yeah, it can
Mhm.
be I will I will from there or someone from here.
Mhm. Okay, now let's see. Okay, now we have here. Okay, so we have here gadgets. Now we will continue. We will continue. Okay, with our lesson about gadgets. Now I can describe gadgets and talk about their uses. Okay, now what type? Can you please tell me what type of the gadgets? What type of the gadgets do you usually like to use? What is the type of the gadget that you like to use? Like little machines. Okay, so what is the type of the gadgets that you usually like to use? Can you please tell me?
See television
Mm-hmm.
because I usually come like when I think I usually turn on television.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and why do you like to use this gadget? Why? What is the reason?
Just another gadget. I just use it when I need. But television, I can use it as like usual, like every day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and when you use television, what is something that you usually like to watch? Okay, what is
I
something
watch.
that?
I usually like watch some video on YouTube. Yeah,
Mhm. Okay, because why? Because.
it's like the other TV shows or something like that. I didn't
Mhm.
want to watch them.
Okay, now let's see. And what other gadgets are really interesting right now for people? What are some gadgets that are interesting for people? Can you please tell me what type of the gadgets are right now really interesting for some other people? For example, in your school or on some other places, what type of the gadgets, for example, people like to use or like to watch? So what do you think?
Computer. Yeah, in my school
Mm,
because
okay.
at break some students come into the computer lab to something, yeah, play
Mm,
something or question something because the
mhm,
teacher or allow them to
mhm. Okay, computers. Okay, very nice. And how often can you please tell me how often do you usually use computers?
At school, I didn't use computer. I just like only use when ICT lesson. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, very nice. So this is something that you can use. Okay, very nice. And can you please tell me about some other things that you use in your private life? Okay, what other things? Okay, what other computers or what other things are special for you to use? Okay, what is something else that can people can use in ordinary life?
Um, maybe some fast food or coffee.
Mhm. Okay. Now, now let's see. And for example, what is something that your parents, your let's say your classmates, okay, what type of the gadgets do they like to use? Okay, your parents, your classmates, what type of the gadgets do they like to use?
Parents, they usually use their phone
Mhm.
and usually like sit on the sofa.
Can you speak louder? I cannot hear you
I
clearly.
usually sit on the sofa at like morning or
Mhm. Okay, now let's see. And we have here, okay, picture number 2. What can you see here in the picture 2? But speak louder because your voice is very low. Can you speak louder, please?
yeah. Picture two is fast food. So,
Okay, so we have here some snacks. Okay, and what do you think about this type of the snacks? Do you like? Can you please tell me? Do you like to use these snacks? Okay, and what type of the snacks do you usually eat?
yeah, I use this thing.
Can you speak
Like
louder? Okay, Anne, please speak louder
I use
because
this snack.
louder, please. Your voice is very low, like this. Okay, can you please come closer to the microphone or take your headphones to speak louder because I cannot hear you clearly.
I use this snack
Okay, because why? Because
because it's like a chips. So I did it like another flavor.
mhm. Okay. Now let's take a look here. Okay, so we have here. Okay, this text. Complete the sentences with the correct materials. Okay, now let's try to read the sentence number 1. Can you please read the sentence number 1?
Shoes are often made of the shoes are often made of
Leather. Okay, so shoes are often made of leather.
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 Okay.
Expensive rings are made of are often made of expensive rings.
Okay, so we have different types of the materials. Okay, what type of the materials do you know? Okay, let's try it like this. What is something, what type of the material do you know?
Wood, bone, stone, metal, glass, plastic,
Okay,
diamond, ruby, a lot. Yeah.
okay,
Gold,
so, okay, now let's see. Okay, and I want to ask you, for example, your furniture in your home is made of what?
my door, the door is made of wood. I
Mhm,
think because like it's have the color of wood.
mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and table is sort of like that.
Mhm. Okay, now let's see and look around your room. Okay, look around your room. Can you please tell me something about your room? What is something that is made, for example, what type of the materials can you see in your room? What are the types of materials
My
that you can see?
my desk is made of wood. My closet is made of wood. Yeah.
It's made, okay, it's made of wood. Just one moment. I'm receiving one call. Okay, now I just want to type the message. Okay, now, and can you please tell me your bed? Okay, what is your bed made of?
My bed like mm, it's like made up of
Mhm,
fabric and electric. So
mhm. Okay, so this is something that happened. Okay, now let's see. And what type of the materials, okay, in your room do you like?
wood because wood like the closet or your desk. Like this have good smell and that is very good.
Mhm. Okay, very nice. Now this is something that happened. Okay, now let's see. And okay, what type of the materials you can find, for example, in your classroom?
Plus room, the chair and the desk is made of and the floor is made of floor like brick. Yeah. So
Mm,
and then they some color on it and the door is I didn't remember.
mhm. Okay, now and yes, okay. So these are different types of the materials. Okay, now what type of the materials you can find in your kitchen? Okay, can you please tell me what type of the material we can find in your kitchen?
Mm, my kitchen like glass and the wood like cutting board. Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Okay. Now let's see, and I want to ask you, okay, what type of, for example, of forks, knives, and spoons? Okay, what type of the material? Okay, are they made of?
knife they made of cardboard, steel, or yeah, they made of cardboard.
Okay. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. Okay, so this is something that okay, that happens. Okay, now let's take a look here. Now, just one moment. Okay, now I will share my screen. Okay, now let's take a look. Now we have here, okay, different type of the materials. Now let's try to read the sentence number 1. Okay, can you please read the sentence number 1?
Which of the material come from trees?
Which of the materials come from trees?
Mm. Come from trees.
Okay, so we have paper. What else we have?
Wine cork.
Okay, paper, wood. Okay, so we can have paper, wood. What else can we have from trees? What are some things that we can have from trees?
Desk.
Okay.
Bookshelf. Table.
Okay, very nice. Now, let's see. Okay, number 2. Now, let's try to read number 2.
Which of the materials are metal? Gold, silver, or iron, copper?
Okay, so what is something that you can made from? Okay, let's try to say what is something that
Knife,
you can.
maybe knife, spoon, fork.
Okay, can you speak louder because your voice is.
Spoon or fork, and
Okay. Okay, so this is something that you can made. Okay, now let's see. And what is something that is made of, for example, in school, of metal? What is something that is made of metal?
metal in school.
What can be made of metal in school?
Like I think something in the kitchen. Yeah, in the yeah, and because my school I didn't saw metal. Like
Okay.
the most I saw it like wood. Yeah.
Okay. Next one, number 3.
Uh, which material is made from parts of the main animal? The backpack or yeah, and or the belt.
Okay. Okay. And what is something that you would like? Okay, what type of the animals we can use? Okay, what is something that we can use? Let's say from let's say from elephant. Okay, which part of their body we can use, and for what we can use it?
Part elephant we can use for the skin for doing health, health. Yeah,
Okay, can you speak louder, please? I
the
barely
health.
can. Yes, but speak louder, please, because your voice is very low. Because I need um, to listen very carefully. But please try to speak louder. Okay.
Yeah. And Something like like the handbag for women,
Okay.
like it, yeah, the handbag.
Okay. Now let's take a look. Okay. Next one, number 4. Question number 4.
Which very hard material? Which very hard material do we find in the ground? In the ground, like the floor or outside. Ground
So,
like the floor.
mhm. Okay. So what materials we can find in the ground? In the ground, what is something that we can find?
In the ground, uh,
What type of the material we can find in the ground?
rocks, soil or water.
In the ground, what is something that you can find in the ground when you in the ground? What type of the material you can find in the ground? What is something that you can find in the ground? What type of the material you can find it?
Um, in the
When
ground,
you dig in the ground, what material you can find in the ground?
rocks,
Rocks?
mostly mineral,
Yes. Can you find gold? Can you find silver? Can you find um, iron? Can you
yeah,
find these things?
diamond,
Diamonds, yes, of course. Okay, so you can find all of these materials. Okay, now I want to ask you, can you please tell me what is something that you can make from this material? Is there anything that you can make from these materials?
rings, jewelry,
Mm-hmm. Okay, jewelry. Okay, now and what type of the jewelry would you like to, for example, to make for your mom and dad? Can you please tell me what is something that you would like to make from your mom and dad?
rings, yeah, rings and like necklace.
Mm-hmm. Okay, necklaces. Okay, so this is something that you can find there. Okay, now let or make there. Now let's see number 5. Can you please read number 5?
Like which man-made materials do we make from oil?
Mhm.
What is man-made?
Something that you can make, or me, or our parents, or what is something?
From oil,
Okay, so what is something that okay made man materials do we make from oil? Okay, so what we can make from oil?
from oil we can make maybe plastic.
Mhm. Plastic. Okay, now let's see. Okay, now number 6.
Which materials do we make from other materials which we can find in the ground?
Mhm. So which materials? Okay.
Uh, we made rings from diamond.
Mhm. Okay, so we can make rings. Okay, now let's see. Okay, and from diamonds. Okay, so this is something that we can make. Now let's see. Okay, so we have here, okay, these materials. Now, which of these materials, for example, do you have in your home? What are some materials that you're having in your home? Can you please tell me? Which of these materials do you have in your home?
I have glass, wood, and metals, and metals.
Mhm. Okay, and what would you like? What is something that you would like to make from this material? Can you please tell me? What is something that you would like to make from this material?
I like to make chair and desk. Yeah, and
Mhm,
the desk and the chair and like a door,
mhm,
and glass maybe for the table, like for dinner table.
mhm. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, now we have here these shapes. Okay, now let's listen to the sentences. Now we have here picture A. What can you see here in the picture A? Can you please tell me what is something that you can see it?
The map or
Okay, for what we can use this device.
on for uh, like we can use for going somewhere that we don't know or route.
Mhm. Okay, so this is something that we can use this. Okay, picture B. What can you see in the picture B?
The camera, yeah,
For what we can we usually can use camera.
camera for the put outside for like maybe we can have property, so we can like put camera outside for the CCTV cameras or your police. Sure.
Okay, now let's see. This is something that we can use. Okay, and picture C. What can you see here in the picture C?
Something to put water inside.
Mhm. Okay, and yes, and which of these devices would you like to have in your home? What is something that you would like to have in your home?
The camera because now but I live in an apartment, so not very important because maybe it's put outside. Yeah. If I live in a house, I maybe at least I need some like one camera to put on the door.
Mhm, mhm. Okay, now let's see. Okay, now we have here this. Okay, now I want to ask you, okay, which device, for example, is often used in your home? Okay, what is something that is often used in your home?
The B and C. C I like I didn't have here, but in Vietnam I have it. B, yeah, I have it outside.
Mhm. Okay, and which one is less used? Okay, which one is not so used?
Uh, for home, A is not for you because use that for like we put on the car, see while we are driving.
Mhm. Okay, and in the future, which device, for example, you would like to use more in the future? Okay, so what is device that you would like to use more in the future?
And because maybe in the future, I was driving and I need to have that that device to see the road. And I
Mhm.
don't know.
Okay, now this is okay. Now this is something that can be used. Okay, now let's see. And can you please tell me what devices, for example, are used in your school? What is something that is used in your school?
School is computer and the big
Mm
screen for connect to computer, like yeah,
-hmm.
for education to show
-hmm.
the students something on the qualification.
Okay, very nice. And how often, can you please tell me how often do you use this type okay, computers in your daily life? How often do you usually use?
Like computer, I don't know. Yeah, if I have, I will use it maybe every day because it have big screen and I can play some games on there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. We have here passive and okay, present simple and past simple. Now let's try to read the sentence number one. Can you please read the sentence number one?
Millions of mobile phones so every year.
Sold this every year. Okay, so what do you have your mobile phone?
That's it.
Okay, and for what do you usually use your mobile phone?
For chatting with my friends, for playing game, for listen to sleep when it was outside.
Mhm. Okay, now let's go with number two.
American football didn't play very much in the UK. In the UK.
Mhm. Okay, so what do you think about American football? What is your opinion about American football?
Uh, it's popular in America, but uh, I didn't saw anyone playing in yeah in my lab.
Okay, now let's see. Okay, and we have here number two. Can you please read number two?
Using tablets, this tablets using in your school.
Do you use tablets in your school? Okay, do you use?
No, yeah.
Mhm. Okay, now let's see. Okay, now we have here to use tablets. Okay, and why you don't use tablets in your school?
In my school, uh, we don't have the tablets for study, but the way you did it, so I don't use it. But the other school, like my friends who they have
Mhm. Okay, now let's see. Okay, next one.
most crime committed in big cities.
Okay, are committed in a big city. So what do you think about this sentence? What is your opinion about this sentence? Is this sentence true? So what do you think about it?
Yeah, and it's because it maybe yeah, I think it's true that maybe it's a more job and like it's more big, yeah. So they can it's there though. Yeah,
Mhm.
and they have place to live.
Mhm. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. Okay, now we have here the next sentence. Can you please read the next sentence?
Amer rubber tree
Rubber. Okay, rubber
rubber,
trees.
rubber trees didn't grow in cold countries.
Mhm. Okay. So now let's see in cold countries, not grow in cold countries. Okay. Now, what is something that you like to do when it's a cold weather? Okay, so what activities you can do outside and inside when there is a cold weather? What type of the activities you can do it?
In cold weather, I'm going out. I didn't going out a lot, like in summer.
Mhm.
But it's cold, so going out like it's very cold. Yeah, but I like to stay in my room because I,
Okay, and why?
it's like you know what is more comfortable for me to stay alone in my room and play again. Because in summer I like to go outside because no, in summer I stay in my room because it's very hot. So comfortable to stay in lectures. There's like
Mhm.
a small room. Yeah.
Okay. Now, next sentence.
Do you make do you make Samsung television in Korea?
Samsung televisions. Samsung televisions.
Samsung television
Visions in
in,
Korea.
in Korea.
Okay, so what do you think about what type of the okay televisions do you like? Okay, so we have here different types. What type of television do you like the most? Can you please tell me? What is the type of the television that you like the most?
Any type because you just need to have a big screen. Yeah. Because
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like know a lot about television.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what do you usually like to watch on television? Okay, so what is something that you usually watch on television, on TV?
Watching on TV, I watch YouTube. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
I watch the TV shows. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And but on phone is also like that. I watch some movie on website.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. Okay, and why? Why do you like to watch all of these things? Why? What is the reason? Why do you like to watch these
Because
things on a YouTube?
I on
That you
YouTube it is have a lot of type of video. Yeah.
Mhm.
But on TV shows like I didn't like to watch some show. Not
Mhm.
very good.
Okay, and I want to cover one more topic about computers. Okay, so what is your opinion about computers? Can you please tell me? What do you think? What is your opinion about computers?
Computer is more advantage than phones. Because it's have more like we can do a lot of things on there than mobile phone. But we cannot bring with us to outside. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now let's see. Okay, and for what, for example, people usually like to use computers? What is
For
something?
work, for working, for some streamer, they for playing games. Yeah,
Mhm,
but usually we use for working.
mhm, for the work. Okay, very nice. And how about playing computer games? So what do you think about playing computer games? What
It's
is your opinion about this?
nice because computer games usually that games are cost by money. So, but that game are very nice. It's better than free games on phone.
Mhm. Okay, so this is something that okay people like to use for computer games. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. Okay, now I want to ask you. Okay, so we finished our class. Can you please tell me? Do you have any questions for me about today's class? Do you have any questions?
So
No. And can you please tell me what will you do after this class? What is something that you will do after this class?
I will wait for dinner. Yeah.
Okay, very nice. Now I have to go, but I definitely want to see you next time. I wish you a nice day and hope to see you really soon. See you tomorrow.
Yes, see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Bye bye.